Good evening. There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between sanity and stupidity, between logical and loony, and it lies between the pit of a man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
In this episode, we go back in time to see how the frauditor didn't do anything that led up to his most recent arrest and banishment from an entire county for a third time. Hello everyone, I know most people are here for the arrest, and I promise to deliver. But first I decided to do what frauditors always claim to do, but never do. I gathered content for a story, and I will produce the actual story. Frauditors, gather around. This is what a real story looks like. Don't worry, there are pictures and video, and if there's anything that needs to be read, I'll do it for you. This story is about this frauditor, Matthew Reardon. According to an article on May 1st, 2017, the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department received a complaint concerning assembly on the Lafayette County Courthouse lawn. Deputy Sheriff Timmy Pruitt responded and spoke to Matt Reardon. Timmy asked Mr. Reardon if he had a permit to demonstrate or protest, and he advised that he did not. It is against the law to protest or demonstrate without a permit on the courthouse square or lawn. Mr. Reardon was asked to leave because of no permit, but he did not leave. Mr. Reardon became agitated and began using profanity. Therefore, Mr. Reardon was arrested for disorderly conduct and not producing a permit to protest or demonstrate. Let's now take a look at a short video from this incident.
Yeah, please.
Okay, where does that super? Let me just. Can I just ask you? Can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna ask you one more time to leave. If not, I'm gonna get you to jail. Disorderly conduct.
Okay, I'll leave and take this straight to my attorney then. That's you can't threaten me with my First Amendment rights. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Pruitt.
For you to leave. One.
This fucking city is ass fucking backwards. Ass fucking backwards. Y'all see that? Hey, what's your badge number, by the way, Deputy Pruitt? No, I'm not. I'm leaving. I was asking you. I was asking you. I was leaving.
Well, he was right. He was leaving in shiny bracelets. Also, according to this article, Reardon was booked and released on a $250 bond. Reardon was not happy about this incident and went on to make public demands for Pruitt's suspension or termination on his Facebook page, citing his First Amendment rights were being taken away. According to another article on this incident, since his arrest, Reardon has posted verbal threats against several local residents, including attorney Rhea Tannehill and his wife, Mayor-elect Robin Tannehill, and local businesses. His Facebook account has reportedly been blocked several times after his posts were reported to Facebook. The article also reported that Reardon was also arrested the following Friday. The Lafayette County Sheriff's Department confirmed that Reardon was charged with aggravated stalking, but would not release the name of the victim. Reardon was charged with stalking a couple who owned a local restaurant. He pleaded guilty to the stalking charge and was sentenced to 5 years of probation. He was ordered to leave Lafayette County for 5 years. Matt Reardon said he would be banished from Lafayette County as part of a plea deal he accepted, which also saw him plead guilty to aggravated stalking in exchange for having another charge dropped. The banishment had yet to take effect when this article was written, but it stated that he could face jail time should he return to the county during his 5-year probation period. I agreed to it in order to settle this thing to get out of jail, Reardon said. It's a situation that benefits safety both ways, the perceived safety on behalf of the public and most importantly to us, Reardon's attorney Brennan Harden told WREG by phone. Reardon wouldn't get specific about the aggravated stalking charge he pled guilty to, but insisted, "I would never put anybody's life in jeopardy." The Tannehills apparently became victims of Reardon's ire when the mayor proposed the city take down the state flag that contained a Confederate emblem. Reardon reportedly began attending board meetings carrying a holstered handgun. Rhea Tannehill also represented Reardon's former partner in a domestic violence case that ended with Reardon losing visitation rights to his child. In June of 2017, the Tannehills got a restraining order through a chancery court that said Reardon has to stay at least 500 feet away from either of them. Reardon violated that order on June 20th when he walked into Oxford City Hall and began recording video with a camera. Staff notified Tannehill and Oxford police, who told Reardon he was violating the restraining order and needed to leave. Oxford police turned the case over to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Our Wonderful Cupcake edited a video from Reardon back in June of this year that showed him going to the city hall in violation of the court order and being escorted out by the police. You can click on this link to watch the video, and I'll show you a brief part of it for context.
It seems that this frauditor received a permanent restraining order from the mayor back in 2017. There was a lot of context since then of the frauditor trying to contest the permanent restraining order, a 5-year ban from the entire county, a forced commitment to a mental hospital for 30 days, a recent filing of a $27.5 million lawsuit by the frauditor, and more, including his own made-up press credentials shown here.
What are we doing?
You have a restraining order. Come on.
I went to City Hall.
That's fine. You have a restraining order. That trumps up. I'm good. Go for it. We'll walk out.
Can I not come into City Hall?
If you have a restraining order on an employee that works here,
Okay, that's...
are you in violation of a restraining order?
No, I didn't think I was barred from coming to City Hall.
If that supersedes the restraining order, sounds like you need to call and make an appointment before you come here.
Okay.
Come down here.
Hey, get your hands off of me, Kevin. That's assault.
Is that what it is?
It is. You can't put your hands on somebody.
Okay. Well, stay here, Matt. Because you're being detained now.
I'm detained.
Yes. Here, do you want to go call dispatch?
I was gathering content for a story.
We're good. You can stop running code. We're good. Here, can we sit down in the shade? Or do you want to sit down in the shade?
That's fine. I've been into City Hall before,
Was
and
it whenever you had a restraining order?
this thing was bullshit from back in 2000.
Wait. Was it when you had a restraining order?
I prefer not to answer that
So
question.
you're invoking the fifth on that one too?
Yeah.
Well, if it was when you had the restraining order, it's just because someone didn't call. Okay. But now
So if I have an issue in the city, I cannot come to City Hall.
you need to call, explain the situation, make an appointment. That way y'all can all do that the legal way. That way it doesn't hem you up on the restraining order.
That's ridiculous.
The FBI agents then got an arrest warrant on June 27th and arrested Reardon the next day. His bond was set at $10,000 and he was ordered to have no contact with the Tannehills. While the stalking charges were proceeding on the criminal court side, the Tannehills contacted Chancery Court about Reardon showing up at City Hall and violating the restraining order. During a June 30th hearing in Pittsburgh, before Chancery Court Judge Larry Little, Reardon reportedly cursed at and flipped off the Tannehills and the judge. He was found in contempt and sentenced to 30 days in jail. On the day that Reardon came into City Hall with the camera, Tannehill said she was scared. "I'm tired of being scared," she said through tears, her voice heavy with emotion. "I'm scared for myself, I'm scared for my family, and I'm scared for this community." On September 30th of this year, Reardon was banished from Lafayette County for the second time. Matthew Reardon pled guilty in the Lafayette County Circuit Court Friday to an aggravated charge. Per a plea agreement with prosecutors, Reardon's sentence included being banished from Lafayette County for 5 years while remaining on unsupervised probation. Now this is 5 years in addition to the original 5 years. On November 1st, Reardon was arrested for violating his probation and posted this live video of himself while driving himself to the arrest, talking about how he didn't do nothing and how it was all just a setup, and then eBaying for help and money.
Hey guys and gals, Matt Reardon with Lafayette County Audit. I need y'all to do me a huge favor right now. Everybody that supports me, everybody that's backed my channel. I'm currently I'm in custody by the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. There's one unit right in front of me and there's one unit right behind me. I'm trying to change the there he is right there. It's an escort to the Sheriff's Department, so they would not tow my vehicle. They are revoking my custody. They're revoking my custody. The district attorney, late this afternoon, filed a motion to revoke my probation and hold me in jail. They've got a revocation hearing tomorrow, from what I've been told. It means I've got to go spend the night in the jail tonight. This is a bit... I'm glad that they're actually letting me take my car to the Sheriff's Department parking lot so they don't have to tow it. Something that my wife had basically pleaded for. I didn't break any... wasn't speeding or anything. Guys, I need y'all to share this live stream. Alright? Share this live stream. On the way back from Holly Springs after the City Hall meeting, there was I was pulled over as soon as I'd crossed the county line by Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. Came to my window, had a revocation sheet or a revocation writ or whatever. The district attorney, Tiffany Kilpatrick, filed a motion to revoke my probation. And they are putting me in jail tonight. I've done nothing to deserve this. Those that follow my channel know the bullshit, the cover-up from Lafayette County over and over and over and over again. Y'all share this. I've got about 3 more minutes till we're at the Sheriff's Department, and they take me into, and they put me in handcuffs and bring me inside. They're actually allowing me to bring my car up to the front, to the parking lot of the Sheriff's Department. I need your help. Those that support me. Those that are subscribed to my channel. I've literally been through hell because of this county. Did nothing wrong. And literally get pulled over. They were waiting on me to cross the line on the way back to the house. Haven't been in Oxford or Lafayette County. Literally the only way to get to Holly Springs is the outskirts of the highway. My banishment, I'm supposed to be out of Lafayette County for good by November 15th. I had 2 weeks left.
According to the motion to revoke probation and hold defendant until hearing, there were 2 exceptions granted to Reardon's sentence. He could enter Lafayette County and go directly to the residence where he was living at the time of the sentencing until November 15th, and to attend court hearings or scheduled court business. However, he had to give 1-day notice to the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. In his case, neither of the 2 exceptions were met. So he didn't do nothing. He clearly violated his probation. Regarding the point that he couldn't go to the Holly Springs City Hall meeting without going through Lafayette County, he had an easy solution for that. Just don't go.
These people are trying to revoke everything. There's a revocation hearing tomorrow. If you have the ability to donate, to assist, my Cash App is $1A Audit. 1A Audit. Please. Drive-in calls, drive-in support. There's no sense in this. There's absolutely no sense in this. Check out my videos to see exactly all the bullshit that has gone on from Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. I believe that this is all stemming from the Holly Springs mayor. At the end of the meeting, of the Board of Aldermen meeting, she made sure to basically attack me 6 ways to Sunday. And then on the way back home, get pulled over.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. It doesn't matter. Because you were the one that went to the meeting. And you were the one that violated your probation by doing so. You have no one to blame but yourself, buddy.
I need you all to share this, okay? We're about to pull up to the Sheriff's Department now. I'll keep this thing live as long as possible. Somebody needs to get the proper authorities involved on this. There's absolutely no sense in this. Hold on. All right, guys.
Matt, I thought about it on the way up here. I don't feel uncomfortable leaving it unlocked. Do you care if Hobie or I run her the key and just lock it up?
She's deathly terrified of coming up here to the Sheriff's Department because of what happened back in 2017.
Me if I put them on your doorstep or at your house.
I just don't want the car. I don't feel comfortable leaving the vehicle unlocked. I want the vehicle locked. I'm trying to do you a solid.
I understand.
But I gotta lock.
All right, let me call her and tell her.
If you'll ask her if we can some kind of way get her the key and lock it up, she can come up here anytime tomorrow and get it. And won't have to interact with anybody.
First, these tyrants allowed him to drive himself to jail so his car wouldn't get towed. Then they showed concern about leaving his car unlocked, so they allowed him to call his wife and arrange for them to get her the keys. Wow, these tyrants are the worst. It's clearly, definitely, some kind of conspiracy. I bet the mayor of Holly Springs is behind this tyranny.
Hey, can he drop the keys off at the front door or at the front porch of the house? All right, it'll be Hobie. But that way you don't have to come up here to the jail, to the Sheriff's Department to get it. And I just filed a motion to withdraw the guilty plea. Like, these people know that I'm trying to that all this was sham. And what is the district attorney's response? To file to revoke my probation. All right. I'm at the Sheriff's Department. Do what? I could have what? Because I was getting on YouTube. Do what? What? All right, folks. I'm gonna sign off now. Leave my phone in the car. Y'all take care. Share this stream. Thanks for your support.
The man banished from Lafayette County for stalking the Oxford mayor was sentenced to prison this week for violating that order. Matthew Reardon was taken into custody on Tuesday and sentenced Thursday to a year in prison, with the pending 4-year banishment sentence to be served after his release. If he violates the order again, he could face up to 4 years in prison. According to court testimony, Reardon violated the order on October 28th by presenting himself at the Oxford Federal Bureau of Investigation's office and October 31st in the Shelby's Place neighborhood. So that's a total of 14 years banished from Lafayette County, but he shouldn't worry. He'll spend one of those years in jail, so that'll keep him out of the county, and maybe the threat of an additional 4 years in prison will be enough to keep him away. I guess he lives in Holly Springs now, which is Marshall County, so he gets to start this all over again there. He won't be bored at all. So while this loony frauditor hopefully contemplates his life choices, for this frauditor fatigue cooldown segment, I present to you loony but lovable animals.